And in downtown Nyland, if there is a downtown Nyland, the old train station's still there.
Yeah. Well, actually, several old buildings. One
beautiful old buildings.
Yeah, still there.
Yes.
At the Y, as they...
Next stop, Flowing Wells. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the train just blew right past Blue Lake.
Ah, Blue Lake.
Out by Sealy.
Yeah. Out in the Sealy area.
Yes. Oh, well.
I haven't been there. Man, I forgot all about that place.
Yeah, been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
What's the old schoolhouse out there? Not the West Side School?
The West Side. No.
But the old one.
Yeah.
Joe Higginbottom and I used to pull up there, pull the motorcycles off the back of the pickup truck and ride up to Ocotillo Wells through the desert.
Yeah, you could still see the chalkboard in the school.
You could, yeah.
And that was in the area now where Centinela's prison is located.
Not too far.
Not too far from there.
Yes. Right by, what was it, the Sands restaurant?
Wind and Sands.
Wind and Sands, yes. Okay. Anyway, there are some people that remember those places, right?
Mm-hmm. A few.
Yes. Oh, well. Okay. This pandemic thing has produced some interesting statistics. Like, for example, sales of deodorant are way down.
Mm-hmm.
And I figure it's probably because there are people who believe body odor will keep the virus at bay.
I think that's probably true, and it probably is.
Yes.
Or will work that way.
Yes. Or, I wouldn't be surprised sales of shaving cream, razor blades, and such way down, because I know there's a lot of guys like me. I have not shaved since whenever this, blockade the house thing started.
Well, I've had my hair. My wife can do that kind of thing, and so she's helped me out. She's done my hair twice.
Pam offered to cut my hair as well, and she gave me a choice of the weed whacker or a chainsaw.
Either one will work.
I'll just let it grow. And, another interesting statistic, sales of flour, yeast, and other baking supplies are way up.
Well, they haven't got nothing else to do, so they're cooking at home.
Yes. Yeah. And again, my wife Pam, she did some sourdough starter, and she has been baking sourdough.
And now
bread.
She's got to keep it. Once it starts to grow, then she has to keep it.
You have to feed it.
Yeah, some people have done that for decades.
Yes. Yeah, there are people that have, ageless sourdough starter, but you got to take care of it.
Yes, or it will die, and then you have to start all over again.
And it's no fun starting over again.
No. Well, and some people claim that theirs, and I think rightfully so, is better than others, and it becomes a tragedy.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure there is some better than others. Are you ready for some birthdays?
Birthdays.
Okay. Comedian Johnny Brown, he was on Laugh-In. He's 83. Joey D of Joey D and the Starlighters doing the Peppermint Twist at 80. Actor Roscoe Orman, he's on Sesame Street. He is 76. Actress Adrienne Barbeau is 75. Frank Beard of ZZ Top is 71. Singer Graham Russell of Air Supply, 70. Donnie Van Zant of 38 Special and Van Zant, 68. Actor Peter Bergman is 67. Actor Hugh Laurie is 61. Actor Peter Dinklage is 51. Actor Lenny Jacobson, 46. Actor Joshua Jackson, 42. And actor Shia LaBeouf is 34. Local birthdays coming up.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
We've got birthday wishes going out today to Ana Padilla, Paco Rivera, Tony Rivera, Natalie Wright, Olivia Butler, Edward Encinas, Joellen Keating, Glenn Paradise, Jeanette Henderson, Guadalupe Calle, Albert Navarro, Elaine Jesse, Jesus Serrano, Les Horton, Matt Leonard, and Michelle Dorame. Happy birthday from KXO. And you are also celebrating Corn on the Cob Day. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame. Kids today don't know about yesterday's technology. I mean, kids today will never know the joy of eating corn on the cob while pretending your mouth is a typewriter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Some don't even know what a typewriter is, so they got lost right there.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, did you go for a run last night?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good-sized group, so we had to spread out. But yes, we went down Main Street to Imperial Avenue over to Aurora back up to 8th, and we went back to the police department where we started. It was a memorial run in honor of El Centro police officer Efren Colenol, and great turnout. I guess a testament to the things that he was involved in the community.
A very, very good cause, and Efren, great guy. If you had the chance to know him, just an incredible person.
Yeah, I remembered him. I guess he served on what's one of the assignments? At one of the high schools. He would. Yeah,
he was a resource officer at Central for years.
Yeah, for a long time there. Yeah. Of course, you'd see him at ball games and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Are you you ready for some news?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we have to congratulate Brianna Plancarte. She will graduate from UCLA this Saturday with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Yes, sirree.
We've got news. It's a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. You call Lock Air Conditioning. Make sure your AC will make it through the summer.
CBS News Update. Stocks are spiraling downward after this morning's jobless report. The Dow is down 917 points on word another 1.5 million people signed up for benefits last week. Economist Joel Naroff.
The number of workers who are receiving unemployment checks continues to be above 20 million, another sign that the labor market is coming back only slowly.
In Miami Beach,
I never thought I'd say it, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad everybody's back.
The number of U.S. coronavirus cases has topped 2 million. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez.
At least 14 states have seen a rise in current hospitalizations since Memorial Day, including Texas, where hospitalizations jumped 42%. In Arizona, hospital capacity is at 83%. State data shows the usage of ventilators, ICU beds, and intubations at all-time highs.
Breaking news from Washington. Defense Secretary Esper now says he was wrong to appear with President Trump at a church in Washington near a site where protesters had been tear-gassed. CBS News Update.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, massive manhunt overnight in Paso Robles for a transient from Monterey believed to be responsible for the shooting death of one man and the wounding of a deputy shot near the city's police department. Police headquarters damaged.
There's several bullet holes in the backside of our police building. We have our evidence room is located on the back side.
Police Chief Ty Lewis, the wounded deputy in stable condition at a trauma center. The deceased victim found as they were looking for the suspect. Health officials across the state warning that the COVID-19 pandemic is not over.
So we expect to see more cases, but we really need testing to be readily available to all of those in the county that are at risk.
Santa Clara County Testing Officer Dr. Marty Fensterscheib. A new health order there requires hospitals and healthcare providers to expand COVID-19 testing starting next week. Disneyland set to reopen in July. The company announcing plans for a phased reopening. Downtown Disney opens July 9th. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Call Lock Air Conditioning. Get that air conditioner serviced.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When it comes to showing our gratitude, each of us has a way that reflects who we are. Henry, the 12-year-old, draws pictures for doctors. Susanna wrote a song for nurses at her local hospital. Our way of showing thanks is Mass Mutual Health Bridge, a free life insurance program specifically for frontline healthcare workers battling COVID-19. If you're a healthcare worker, check eligibility and apply at massmutual.com/healthbridge.
It's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, a COVID-19 update. Here's George Gale.
It was issued yesterday morning by the County Public Health Department. According to the update, the death toll from COVID-19 has gone up. It now stands at 41, up from the 38 previously reported. 17,421 patients have been tested. Of those, 3,386 tested positive. Of those, 2,501 have recovered. There are currently 844 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Chamber partners with Pattern Energy to offer funding for small businesses. The Imperial Chamber of Commerce has this partnership are $1,000 grants with minimal stipulations. Through a donation of $10,000, the Imperial Chamber will be providing 10 organizations $1,000 grants on a first-come, first-served basis. We are thankful Pattern Energy has offered this generous funding opportunity to the business community, said Paradis, the CEO of the Imperial Chamber. We are hopeful our companies, other companies, will join so we can continue to provide relief to the small business owners in the Valley. Applications will be accepted beginning this coming Monday, June 15th at 8 a.m. and are available on the Imperial Chamber website, imperialchamber.org. Requirements for qualifications include any business operating in Imperial Valley with less than 10 employees and have been affected by the COVID-19 virus. KXO News Time is 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
In other local news, a vacancy is on the Calexico City Council. George Gale filed this story.
It was created with the resignation of David Romero. Romero submitted a letter of resignation Monday. He has been indicted on charges of receiving bribes. With the resignation, the council was faced with the task of filling the vacancy. Romero's term runs through November 2022. Their choices were to hold a special election or appoint a replacement. They chose to appoint a replacement. They are accepting applications from those who would like to serve on the council. The deadline to submit an application is 5 p.m. a Friday. Applications are available on the city website and on the City of Calexico Facebook page. List of names will be presented to the rest of the council at their next regular meeting, Wednesday, June 17th. Council has until August 7th to appoint someone to fill that vacancy. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
El Centro Regional Medical Center and Stream partnering once again. They will be hosting a blood drive. El Centro Regional Medical Center and Livestream Blood Services will host the two-day blood drive beginning on June 15th and continuing through the 16th. The blood drive will be held at the hospital both days from 10 a.m. till 3. For everyone's safety, social distancing will be enforced at all times. Persons that are feeling well and free of illness symptoms, including fever, will be eligible to donate. All potential donors will be screened at the door for COVID-19 related symptoms, and all donors will be checked to ensure their temperature is normal before entering the building. To register to donate, go to lstream.org or call 1-800-879-4484. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
As Imperial County transitions through the COVID-19 recovery phases, it's important to remember that the use of face covers is still required for all residents and visitors of Imperial County when in public and when distance of 6 feet cannot be maintained from others that are not in your household. Bandanas, neck gaiters, or homemade cloth face coverings that cover the nose and mouth are required. The community is asked to continue practicing social distancing and frequent hand washing with soap and water. We are in this together. For more information, visit www.icphd.org.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, a smuggling attempt is stopped. Here's more on that story.
It happened Monday evening. A man drove a semi with a load of hay into the Highway 86 checkpoint. Border Patrol K-9 detection team alerted to the trailer. Agents searched the trailer and found 13 illegal immigrants concealed under several bales of hay. The Border Patrol agents say with the weight of the bales and the way they were placed, 13 people were trapped with no way to escape. 13 were removed from the hay, and agents performed welfare checks on each one of them to determine none needed medical attention. 42-year-old driver of the rig, a resident of Mexicali, was also in this country illegally. 13 pulled from the hay, 12 adult males and 1 female, all from Mexico, and the driver were all placed under arrest. Driver was charged with alien smuggling. The other 13 were deported back to Mexico. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Border Patrol seizes methamphetamine. There were 2 instances. First, around 4 a.m. Tuesday, agents observed an illegal alien enter the U.S. illegally by climbing over the border fence. The subject was seen throwing a black vest into the front yard of a home on 1st Street in Calexico. The suspect was arrested, and the agents retrieved a plastic container containing 5.5 pounds of meth with an estimated value of over $10,000, almost $10,500. The subject turned out to be a 16-year-old teen. He was deported back to Mexico. The second incident occurred at around 4:22 Wednesday morning. A remote video surveillance operator notified agents of suspected kettleball-shaped packages. being thrown over the international fence from Mexico. An agent responded and found 4 kettleball packages near the fence and south of 2nd Street. The packages contained 4.2 pounds of meth worth about $7,980. The packages were turned over to the Drug Enforcement Administration. Well, state guidance for reopening schools is available. Here's more on that story.
They were released by the state superintendent of schools. Tony Thurmond this week announced the California Department of Education had released comprehensive guidance that will support public school leaders across the state as they work with their local health officials for the safe reopening of campuses and classrooms this fall. Titled Stronger Together, a guidance for the safer opening of California's public schools. Guidance offers considerations and examples of solutions for schools as they work to implement public health recommendations in an educational environment. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says the warming trend continues today, pushing temperatures to above normal, with the Imperial and Yuma valleys reaching near 110 degrees. The hot and dry conditions will persist into the weekend, but some slight cooling will drop temperatures closer to normal readings. Breezy conditions are also anticipated over the weekend. The cooling trend will be brief, as above normal temperatures will return for the first half of next week. 103 the high yesterday, 68 our low. Sunny skies today with a high near 107 and light winds. Clear tonight with a low around 72. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Friday sunny with a high near 105. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday sunny with a high near 100. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 25 miles an hour. On Sunday, sunny with a high near 101. Northwest wind about 5 miles per hour. 80 degrees, 21% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services. Gold and Diamond Exchange is finally open in their new permanent location. Gold and Diamond Exchange, 593 Main Street, 6th and Main, downtown El Centro. Still buying gold and silver jewelry and coins, as well as military collectibles. If you need cash to get you through these difficult times, see Lonnie at Gold and Diamond Exchange, 6th and Main, El Centro. It's sports time. What's going on? Well, Arizona State slugger Spencer Torkelson made history. The Detroit Tigers selected him with the first pick in the 2020 Major League Draft yesterday, making him the first college first baseman and the first right-handed hitting first baseman ever selected with the first overall pick. Yes, there's a record for everything. Meanwhile, the Padres, they selected a high school outfielder, Robert Hassel III, with the 8th overall pick, and then picked another high school player, a Texas pitcher, Justin Lang, with their second choice.
Introducing Rogers & Rogers Nissans. 3-day or 500 miles money-back guarantee. Feel confident with your purchase or bring it back 100% risk-free. No worries, no hassle, no mistakes. Shop us online at RogersandRogersNissan.com. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
And, the NBA players, some of them are a bit hesitant to restart the basketball season in the Orlando, Florida bubble. The NBA and Players Association are agreeing on a plan that would allow players to stay home without consequences, according to ESPN. There were 40 to 50 players on the conference calls over the past 24 hours, discussing a number of concerns centered on the restart of the season. And in other news, world number one Rory McIlroy said he wants to see greater racial diversity in golf and hopes the Black Lives Matter movement will lead to lasting change in society. The Northern Irishman said he idolized Tiger Woods when he was growing up and hopes to see more racial diversity in the professional game. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got to look at financial news just ahead.
H&R Block Tax Pros are available year-round to get you every credit and deduction you deserve. Because the tax deadline has been extended to July 15th this year, you have more time to organize your documents and file your return if you need it. If, on the other hand, you think you have a refund coming this year, why wait? The IRS is still processing returns. When you're ready to tackle your taxes, we're ready to help. Safely drop off your documents at our office or work with your tax pro from the comfort of your home. Call or visit your nearest H&R Block in Imperial Valley or log on to hrblock.com today to get started.
And it's a look at financial news and a brief look at weather. Yes, the stock market down. Coronavirus cases continue to rise, and investors digested yesterday's downbeat economic outlook from the Federal Reserve. The market moves came even as the number of Americans filing for jobless benefits for the first time continued to decline in the most recent week. Taking a look at the Dow Jones average right now, off over 1,000 points at 25,979. The S&P 500 down almost 100. And the NASDAQ off 210 points on early trading. Gold is up $31.30 an ounce. Meanwhile, oil is down $2.90 a barrel. And you're wondering what's shaking the market? Well, hard to say. You can't really put a finger on it. I mean, up, down, somewhere in between. Yeah, it's the time of the season. You might invest in Dramamine. The number of U.S. coronavirus infections passed the 2 million mark, and over 112,000 Americans have died, according to Johns Hopkins University. Despite fewer cases being recorded in some cities and states, the 7-day average of new cases over the past weeks is still rising in more than 20 states. Meanwhile, the Fed's updated policy statement and projections indicate that it expects a 6.5% contraction by the end of the year on a year-over-year basis, with the unemployment rate ending at 9.3%, well above the Fed's estimate of the long-run rate forecast of 4.1%.
We all hate making mistakes. That's why at Rogers & Rogers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we're introducing our 3-day money-back guarantee. Purchase any vehicle and you'll have 3 days or 500 miles to return it. No questions asked. We're so confident in our pricing and selection. We want you to be completely satisfied as well.
Plus test drive and receive a $25 gift card to Walmart.
It's your experience, your choice, no mistakes. Shop us online at RogersChryslerJeepDodge.com. 3 days or 500 miles based on 72 hours from delivery of vehicle. No additional damage. Test drive with valid driver's license. Limit 1 per household. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 107, light wind. Clear tonight with a low around 72, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Friday will be sunny with a high near 105, south-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Right now downtown we're looking at 81 degrees, 20% our relative humidity. Wind right now is coming out of the west at about 3 miles an hour. That's it for financial news and a brief look at the weather. Stick around. We've got CBS News on the hour coming up and local news when and where it happens on AM 1230.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News is next, brought to you by Julie Oliver with Dickey Insurance Services.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. The nation's top general has just broken ranks with the president for Mr. Trump's church photo op, apologizing for the part he played in it. Here's CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The president's top military advisor, General Mark Milley, admitted his mistake to graduates at the National Defense University.
As many of you saw the result of the photograph of me at Lafayette Square last week, that sparked a national debate about the role of the military in civil society. I should not have been there.
Milley said it was a mistake he learned from.
My presence in that moment and in that environment created a perception of the military involved in domestic politics.
In New York, Wall Street's opening bell might as well have been an alarm. Concerns about the economy and predictions of a long and painful recovery have sparked a sell-off. The Dow is down about 1,000 points. None of it helped by a rise in coronavirus cases in Florida, California, and more than a dozen other states. Market analyst Art Hogan.
Concerns that some states are showing increased cases of COVID-19, pointing to a possibility of a second wave of the pandemic.
CBS's Manuel Bojorquez.
As state governments navigate the reopening process, the federal government says it's moving ahead in funding 3 vaccine trials scheduled for the summer. They'll involve roughly 30,000 people. Dr. Anthony Fauci said this week he still believes a vaccine could be available by early next year.
Now to Richmond, Virginia, where a protest crowd tore down a statue of Confederate President Jefferson Davis. Amid all the protests and calls for police reform, CBS's Deborah Rodriguez tells us another TV reality show has been canceled.
Paramount has pulled Live PD after producers acknowledged they destroyed police cam video of a black man dying in custody last year. The footage shows officers using a taser on Javier Ambler 4 times as he pleaded that he couldn't breathe and had a heart condition. He was pulled over for not dimming his headlights to oncoming traffic. Paramount also pulled the show Cops this week.
Well, stormy weather in the nation's midsection. A historic theater was destroyed by powerful winds in Sandusky, Ohio. The city manager, Eric Wubser.
It's heartbreaking. You know, the State Theater is a historic icon of Sandusky. It's our cultural heartbeat, but we're just happy that no one has been injured.
The government says prices at the wholesale level went up in May. Food and energy costs leading the way. Checking Wall Street again, the Dow is down 1,048 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
At JCPenney, we know you miss us, and we miss you. So, what if we said we had a store that's open all day, every day? We do. It's jcp.com or the JCPenney app. Need a swimsuit? We've got them. Something new and cute for summer? Look no further. Exclusive JCPenney brands, plus your favorite national brands? Yes and yes. Check our site for the latest coupons. And when you spend $49 or more, standard shipping is free. JCPenney. Exclusions apply. See jcp.com for details.
At CBS News, our mission is to provide you with the facts you need to stay safe and informed.
CBS This Morning and the CBS Evening News continue to deliver the latest news and developments on the COVID-19 outbreak. You can watch our free streaming service, CBSN, 24/7 at our website or on your phone using the CBS News app. Right now, we know you have a lot of questions and are looking for answers, and we want you to know CBS News is here to help you make sense of it all.
Many economists seem to agree with the Fed. The recovery could be slow.
University of Central Florida economist Sean Snaith says recovery is well underway and should be quicker than 2001's downturn, which had a similar fear factor.
2001 recession was in large part the collapse of the dot-com bubble, but there was also the terrorism attacks of 9/11.
Snaith tells the Daytona Beach Area Chamber of Commerce the travel and tourism comebacks will take longer than other sectors. He says many small businesses won't survive. It'll take at least 2 years for labor to return to pre-pandemic levels. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
Walmart says it's going to stop keeping personal care products designed for people of color in locked display cases. Critics say it suggests those customers can't be trusted. Walmart says it's only done in about a dozen of its 4,700 stores in the U.S. Steve Kafen, CBS News.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medishare right now. Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with health care costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. Medishare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medishare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 27 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice that you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
CBS News brought to you by Julie Oliver with Tiki Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley Allstate agent. For home, life, or auto insurance, call Julie today.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230